Yesterday we talked about women and hair loss, and this morning we want to continue to talk about hair, and specifically, what does your hair say about your health?
And this is interesting because one of our producers actually shared how her stylist figured out that she was under stress by the way that her hair looked. So what's the telltale sign here? Well, let's get some answers this morning. Sarita Scott, master stylist and owner of Duafe Holistic Hair Care. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
And also we have joining us Dr. Nas, as I like to call her, a board-certified dermatologist at Thomas Jefferson Hospital. So first let's start with the fact that your hair can be a sign. Why is it that your hair can tell what's going on with your health?
Oh, your hair can tell. How I can tell someone's not eating enough vegetables, drinking enough water, is simply by how brittle it is. How it always has a dull cast to it, no matter how much product I put on it. And how easy it is just for shedding, combing your hair just through the comb. You can really tell simply by asking a handful of questions. How much water is someone drinking? How often are they exercising? How are they relieving their stress?
So why is our hair telling on us, Dr. Nas?
Well, a lot of times, like with stress, if someone has a really stressful event, it can shift your body from a growing phase to a resting phase. And then 3 months later, all that hair will shed and you'll lose clumps of hair. We see that if someone has a really stressful event, after delivering a baby, after an illness.
So stress is a big thing. We'll start with some of the reasons and why we're doing it. But not just stress that you're going through, also the stress literally, physically on your hair?
Yes, some people choose hairstyles. They commit to the same hairstyle. And that hairstyle is doing horrible things to their hair and their thickness.
For example, high ponytails or something?
High ponytails, extensions, weaves. Processing, yes. Those things create that level of tension that you really have to be mindful. If you have less hair going into a hairstyle, just be mindful. You can't wear the same hairstyle all the time. Your hair cannot take that level of stress. So I normally say, if you're going to do extensions, give it a break. Have a respite. Have a moment where you're not putting the tension on that.
And how long of a break? Because, you know, a lot of us women, we have our style. We want to keep it, and we just want to keep going.
And that's the challenge. People are keeping their braids in too long, their extensions. So you should only keep your braids in for no more than a month and a half, unless you go back to the hair salon and do a little touch-up or refresh around the edges. Those areas that really need tending to.
And the same goes for men as well. I mean, this is where stylist plays a factor here. They can actually say, you know what, you need to stop this for a while, and there are things that we can do to help you out, right? To nourish the hair back to health.
So all you hear from me is pay attention to yourself. Check in. Check in. Because you definitely have to make sure that you are your